All right. Thanks, Rich. So. No.
Oh, the Jurassic
Let's
World
do it,
theme.
guys. We're going to get live with our first match here at DreamHack Summer.
All right. It's amazing to see such a big crowd already lined up to watch Counter-Strike. In fact, there's already more people here than we have seats, in spite of the fact that we've obviously added more seats since last year. It's still not enough. We'll keep growing until we have to take up the whole back wall of the hall here. And that's the trophy in question. What do you think, Semler? Do you want to put a number on it? Best of one game on cash?
Right now, I'm thinking 16-8. I'm thinking 16-8 is probably a pretty consistent score that we can try and count on here for Fnatic over LGB. Like I was saying earlier, LGB, they have experience on Cash. They have a lot of experience on Rubino and Pauly in particular. Pauly should be calling, but I see Zevis sitting in the middle right now. So because, you know, it's this weird up in the air situation with LGB where they seem to be trying to go for a bunch of roster swaps right now. So it makes it kind of hard to say who is actually holding which role on the team at which time. But seeing as how Zevis is sitting in the middle, I'm going to actually assume that he's the one calling the shots once again, which is going to free Pauly up to be able to go hard with that off. He's going to be able to focus on that sniping.
Yeah, I think that's probably the reasoning they took as well. We need someone to win a fight early against JW so that they don't have the open. We do. And maybe Pauly doesn't feel like he could do that while doing the calling. Still, obviously, a bit of a curious situation, like having a stand-in doing the calling. The only way this can work is because they've actually all played together for, in previous teams. And they're from the same country, so they've really scrimmed and they know each other pretty well.
It's like how many rosters now have they been a part of? H2K, London Conspiracy, now onto LGB. Like these guys have been around for quite some time. Pantamera was the big start, I think, for Jacob in particular. You know, we were talking about him needing LAN experience. Well, that was his big chance, basically, to play against the best in the world. And they actually did put up a bit of a fight. I mean, they didn't manage to make it through the groups, but it was a lot of well-earned experience there for the team, and now we have them here at another LAN basically 6 months later on. So now we get to see what they're going to be capable of against the world's best, and I don't think anybody can really challenge Thorin on saying that Fnatic are the best in the world at this point. Sure, TSM have been nipping at their heels, but they're still on the throne.
Yeah, I have to agree, even though my Danish heart wants to, to sort of, I have to agree. I still think Fnatic are the best team. And on Cash as well, we're going to see them, which is a map that Fnatic actually do play pretty well. Excited to see what LGB are going to be able to show us here. Map coming up. I hope you guys are ready for it.
Yeah, here we go, guys. And this is just insane. Absolutely insane how many people are here to watch right now. I mean, they like tripled the seats and there's still people here. This is so sick, guys. So let's get into it. First map of this tournament. It is going to be LGB starting on the CT side, Fnatic on the T side. And already, Fnatic, a lot of nades picked up, Anders. They're looking like they've got something in mind here.
Yeah, but look at LGB. Sentries already out hunting all the way through Squeak. This should catch Fnatic off guard and taking a fight early on, looking for the pick here. This is LGB applying the pressure, but Olofmeister is going to shut down Sentries, and with the Glock in hand, they're going to be able to push Jacob back as well. So a bit of a failed skirmish coming out here from LGB. I still love the idea. You can't let Fnatic play at their own pace. You have to do something crazy.
Yep.
It just didn't work.
Not this time, but you're right. It is. I mean, it's that lack of experience, but also just the fact that Fnatic aren't going to know what these guys are going to throw at them. So take advantage of that. Try and catch them off guard. Try and push. And we see Jacob right now walking close, but Crane is waiting around that corner, going to fend him off, trying to go for the pre-fire here. We lose Pauly in the meantime. That was in mid on short, so they're looking like they want to collapse onto this A site. 2 kills going Fnatic's way, and that's going to start things off. Rubino on the A side, fixing to get overwhelmed. Nothing he can do, and the bomb will get planted.
You'd think Rubino would get maybe one of those kills because they kind of all were in front of him, but in the end, JW to pick up the last kill. And, predictably strong start for Fnatic. But I still want to give LGB some credit. I think if they had tried to play like the standard defense on this map for a pistol round, that would have been a big mistake.
Yeah, blessings, JW, they're looking good. But that is the start that we predicted here for Fnatic. 3 rifles, 2 MP7s will be the follow-up, so a good combination play there in case LGB elect to go for Kevlar helmet. But LGB is starting to catch up with the new meta here, not making that investment, just picking up some pistols. They're going to be holding on to more money now for that 4th round buy when they're going to be able to afford to go for the rifles. Means that they'll have more money for nades, essentially, which is so key here on the CT side. You need to be able to buy time, to run time off that clock, to put pressure on Fnatic, not make life easy for them to be able to get onto that bomb site and get a bomb plant early on. We have the hunt beginning here. Fnatic pretty spread out, although they are kind of gathered around A.
Yeah, which is bad news for LGB as they've got the stack going on over at B. Just Sentries here with a single 5-7 in hand. And did he get the spot? I think he probably did see someone out in main. Question is if they also saw him. I mean, LGB right now, they're not even trying to sell the fact that there's a stack somewhere else. They're just hoping, and maybe they're going to be right. Jacob waiting here in the vents. This could be a big problem for Fnatic. Jacob's got the 5 and he's got the armor as well. Trying to get them as they go on, but he's going to miss all the shots, and Olofmeister will take the opening frag there. Pronax to follow it up, and it's going to be down to 3 members for LGB. Good headshot, and Olofmeister's gone down, but the follow-up grenade here will do a lot of damage and take out Severs. Only a single person remaining inside. It's Rubino, 12 bullets here in the C set, 75. He's going to get the first kill, runs back, has time to reload. This is interesting. They're very low on health. He might be able to do some more damage here, but he's going to go down. Flusher with the jumping MP7. It's not every day we see that, and it works out fine for Fnatic, but they did almost lose 4 people in that round.
Yeah, that came way too close for comfort. You're definitely not expecting Rubino hiding behind first box like that. They were like, okay, we've already killed 3 people. This has got to be it. They're going to be, the rest of them are going to be rotating over from the A site. We haven't seen Rubino yet. He usually plays A site. These are the thoughts that are going through Fnatic's minds, essentially. So they do get caught up in the end, but they'll be able to recover from that, no problem at all. I think they saved the AK from Olofmeister. And this is going to be another P2, well, basically, pistol eco coming out here from LGB. So different take, however, this time for LGB. This time, they go for the stack on A side. So they're trying to predict what Fnatic are going to go for. Fnatic, they went for B last time. Maybe they'll go for the pointy letter in this round.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real science to this. It's just, you know, sort of rolling the dice and saying, well, maybe we're going to get lucky, and they were last time. They've lost Poly, but they've done some good damage to Pronax, and especially to JW, who's down to 24, which is not too bad here. Again, all the damage they can get in is going to be really important. But more than anything, they need to take a rifle away from somebody on that Swedish roster, and you can tell that Fnatic are playing this super cool as well. Nobody is hunting for frags, everyone is just holding back. Even if somebody dies here, it's not going to be super easy for LGB to pick up that rifle, so yeah, safe play from Fnatic.
Yeah, that door getting closed, though, is going to give away that there's at least 2 players on that A site right now. And with only 3 remaining, Fnatic are starting to think, well, maybe we should head over towards the B site. We lose JW in mid as well. Well done there by Rubino, getting that kill with the P250. But now we can see Pronax leading the charge onto the B site, realizing that it is clear nobody is here. They're going to be able to get the bomb plant for free, and he plants for hulls as well. So good safe plant. Fnatic will be able to set up and make sure that LGB won't be able to go for the retake here. And LGB, I mean, what can they really do at this point?
Well, you can tell Olofmeister's in the middle trying to stop anyone from picking up that Galil. Sentries has it now, and Olof's actually very low on health, so they could end up losing another player here, but Olofmeister going to get the shot. He does go down to Rubino, who picks up a double kill now, which is not too bad. It's 2 in the last round, 2 in this round. If they can save the Galil as well, or maybe get another kill in, that'd be interesting.
We'll see. I mean, it's not looking like it's going to be his lucky day. No save for LGB, and Fnatic pick up the 3rd round. So it's a 3-0 lead now for Fnatic going into the first buy round for LGB. And when we come back, we'll get to see exactly how much money they have to put into this. Because like we were saying, they skimped on Kevlar. They didn't invest that $650 to $1,000 per round, basically, to be able to be a little bit more resistant to bullets.
Yeah, I think it was just over the 5,000 mark for most of them, so they're going to be all right here. Poly, no armor. He's going to go for the smoke and the flash instead. And Fnatic going really quickly towards this bomb site. Instant double grenade, but the smoke is going to keep them back for a while. And Sentries, is he going to find the good timing here? He's still holding on to that grenade, but this is important, obviously, for LGB.
No doubt about it. At this point, they need to be picking up this round. We still expect them to get the majority of the rounds here on cash. We have seen more, 8-7, 9-6 score lines, but 9-6 is pretty much the bare minimum that LGB can afford here. They need 9 rounds at least versus Fnatic.
Yeah, I mean, playing Fnatic, I'd say they need even more than that. I mean, I want to see LGB come out of this with, like, 11 or 10 rounds, just because they're playing such a good team. The Fnatic do get a lot of rounds on the both C and CT side here, so it's not going to be easy no matter what happens. Flusher is kind of low, and Olofmeister too. He's down to 11 health, so a really good start for LGB. Now they just need to follow through and actually get a kill on somebody. And you can see Fnatic, they're just rotating all the healthy players in front, and Pronax is going to get the kill there on Jacob.
Yeah, nice start. Jacob trying to hold up close, and now they invade behind these smokes to basically set it up for a B split. So that is why we have the rotation coming out from Rubino, trying to get in position on that B site, and we have Pauly also rotating over into CT. Rubino actually in a bit of a tricky spot up here. He's fully committed. He's going to be able to pick off Flush at a start, and a good flash slowing down the players trying to push through second for Fnatic. Double kill for Rubino, and he even lives to tell the tale.
Yeah, very nicely done. Sevis also picked up a kill there. JW gonna miss the shot. He goes down to Rubino. It's a triple kill here for the Norwegian player. And LGB get their first round on the board, and Fnatic were almost out of time as well that round. Very, very good stuff there. And I think they stole that AWP at the end, so they managed to save that. And things aren't looking too bad. And because Fnatic lost a fair bit in the earlier rounds, they're going to be in a tricky position already.
This was very well done by Rubino. Good teamwork, but picking off both Flusha and Olofmeister, both of the very low players for Fnatic, essentially. That was very rough there. Rough break for Fnatic. They weren't able to get that pincer movement, essentially, onto that B site from Checkered, from main, and just go cascading in there. Instead, they kind of got picked off. So LGB, they've survived the first hurdle, and now it's going to be a pistol buy coming in here for Fnatic with a couple of nades to back it up. So we'll see what they have in mind. But for now, at least, they're playing it very patiently, very calm, actually setting up 4 players in garage right now. But there we go. The B-split smokes come out again, effectively cutting mid in half, allowing them to get up to the vents. So if they wanted to get through, that's still an option.
Yeah, they're faking this one. You can tell they're sort of running into the vents here, and Polly sees it and reads it, but the bomb is in main, and now they're going to make their way up Speedway. Sev is there to stop them for a moment, which means should be no bomb plant here, but Pronax, oh, great double kill. Actually, Crim's stealing one of them. And now it's all on Crims. He's going to go down as well. Looked like there was an opening, but not going to get the plant in. Nice fake idea for Fnatic. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. On a pistol buy, why not, right? You know, you don't really have too much to lose, and if you can catch somebody up close with that Tech 9, headshot will do the trick, and there's you go. You can just speed up onto that site behind it. Didn't work out that time, but they still maintain the lead. It's 3-2. Fnatic still with that round advantage going into this buy round for themselves. AKs and a single scout for JW, so we'll see where JW decides to take that scout to start.
Well, they're going to be boosting up on the ice cream truck all the way back here. A trick that we have seen before, but it's not exactly too common. And they're just hoping that someone's going to walk in. Polly rotates back towards the middle. Maybe there will be an opening, but apart from that, just kind of a party trick coming out here from Fnatic, you know.
And now they decide to start getting up into that boost spot, and it's not going to be JW boosted up. Instead, it looks like Crims will be moving up. Yeah, he does. And so they could try and set up the split once again. They are still holding back. They've got the smokes, the flashes to clear the way, and Rubino gets dropped on Crims. Manages to catch him completely off guard there. Rubino trying to react, but it was just too slow. So a man advantage now for Fnatic, and they have control of mid as well, so they can pretty much do as they wish with 50 seconds left on this clock. That is a lot of time to work with here for the Swedes.
And smoke goes a bit far in, so actually there was a gap there for Sevis to work with. Jacob dropped very low at the moment. Fnatic down to 40 seconds on the clock to try and make their way into a bomb site. And it's going to be the A bomb site. Nice shot from Polly to take down Olofmeister. And now the rest are coming through main, but Pronax is ready for him. Polly tries to rotate back out into the angle, and it's going to be down to a 3v4 now. Bomb not planted yet, but Crims with a nice fire there right across the front of the truck to take down sentries. And Jacob and Severs, not sure they should try and fight this. In fact, they will just pick up a couple of grenades from a corpse there and then run away.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, Polly was holding quad boxes, so they won't even be able to go and save that AWP. So that's a bit of a blow there dealt to LGB. They're going to have to rely on these rifles, and they are pretty low on the money as well, as we can see. So we'll see what they have in store for us next round, if they decide to take the risk and go for the force buy, or if they're just going to try and sit back with the 2 rifles. I think that they should really just be sitting back with the 2 rifles, give Fnatic a round, and then go in fully bought up after that.
I really wasn't sure if Fnatic were going to come into this game thinking, look, we're so much better, we'll just try and get this game out of the way quick, but everything right now is telling us that Fnatic is actually taking this very seriously.
Yeah.
They're playing defensively up until the 40-second mark, which also means that, because my next advice was going to be, well, maybe LGB could try and play this a bit more aggressively.
Sure.
Try and counter boost the middle, like they did in the pistol round, push up Squeak Door or something. Fnatic are set up defensively all across the board. Any of those strats will probably be caught by Fnatic, so LGB, I mean, they're in a tight spot right now.
Exactly. It plays into the lack of experience that Fnatic have going up against LGB. JW with a very quick boost will be able to pick off Polly. And Polly usually playing that mid area, so that's a little bit of information there for Fnatic to go off of. But it is very tricky, basically, for Fnatic. They have to be very careful because they aren't familiar with the style that LGB like to use on CT side cash. And we're seeing a little bit of happy playing out here. Jacob getting boosted up, looking over Big Red, but he'll be able to back off, or at least it looked like it. We had just a little bit of an exchange of fire over there on the B site, and Zevez trying to play it as safe as possible. It was a force buy, actually, from LGB as well, so they didn't decide to go for any kind of eco or anything of the sort. They were able to stretch out the money just enough there to get a reasonable buy.
I don't think they can. I mean, the first time they eco in this half here, Fnatic are going to run away with it. They're only right now being kept in the game by the 4 rifles that are left in this round. They basically have to win it, and Olofmeister is going to find a great angle. Just bottom of Sentry's legs showing at the edge of the smoke there. Now a double opening for the Swedish team. Grenade on in, also gonna... it's gonna put some shrapnel into Rubino, not too much. He's gonna move up, and the timing is perfect. Gets the kill on Olofmeister now. Look at the clock here. 28 seconds for Fnatic.
And they are starting to push, going for that wraparound. Crims managing to get up short. They've got 4 players just converging on this A site. You still have Jacob trying to hold the line here, but the smoke goes down to block him off, and if he peeks out too far, he will get picked off by JW, who's holding that angle. Crims, though, will fall. Bomb will be planted, though, and it's planted for A main. You already have a man fading back into Squeak as well, so this retake is just going to flounder here for LGB. 1v2, though. Jacob brings it back, taking out JW. But now we have the after plants, and he gets spotted out. Flush out with the perfect positioning to catch him off guard. 5 rounds on the board for Fnatic.
Yeah, hard situation to clutch there, especially when he got caught mid-air. Look at all these people showing up. There's even people standing up behind him. We're just in the first game of the group stage.
It's incredible. It's so sick to see. I love DreamHack, man. Every time.
Can someone get like, you know, DreamHack Summer 2013, like, you know, get a shot of the crowd and then compare it to the crowd that we have here? I'd love that.
Yeah, dude. Make it happen, guys. Put it up on the Reddit.
Yeah, that's the first event that I went to. That was like a big event. That was
DreamHack Summer.
Yeah.
DreamHack Summer 2013, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then winter after that, the first major, and that was sick.
Yeah, that's when things got going. But it's nice that we have it back here.
But there's JW catching out Zevis, who's trying to push down short. It's going to be another stack here for LGB. Everybody committed to this A side as well. So the remaining 4 players, all focused. Olofmeister waiting in Squeak, but we'll see if he can actually give any kind of info, because right now LGB aren't making any noise. He isn't hearing any steps, so he has no way of knowing how many people are actually holding this site right now. There could be nobody here for all they know. There could be 4 players holding on the B side. So now it's going to come down to it. Olofmeister opening up Squeak, spotting the man by forklift, but he doesn't realize that there's a second man playing from there.
Good job on Pronax. He's been playing really well this game so far. Yeah. Crims and Olofmeister picking the next 2 kill. Jacob in the corner. Oh, he does a lot of damage as well to Olofmeister. Runs out of bullets, and that will be the end of it there. 6 and 2. And now is where I really start to fear that maybe if Thorin is going to be right here, because this is starting to look ugly.
This is where it gets out of control. Then you have Olofmeister on your screen there. I mean, some would say the best player in the world. I might be one of them. He is just a monster, absolute monster right now.
It's yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people will end up doubling down on that one. I'm actually impressed by Fnatic playing as carefully as they are. I mean, that seems like a really silly point to be making, but they are playing with a lot more respect for LGB than I think I'd normally expect Fnatic to be at this stage.
Yeah, we're still early on as far as the rounds are concerned. I'm waiting to see, you know, if they get up to 8 or 9 rounds, I think all of a sudden that respect might evaporate, and they're just going to start running all over the place, right? Now we'll see how things pan out.
Yeah, I think it's the format that's doing this. They know two losses and you're out. They don't want to give any easy points here. As Polly taking down Olof. He saw the shadow on the ground as well, very important point there. Jake come up in the vents. Is he going to go for the fight? He will, and actually almost get stuck as Sevis goes down to Crims. That's going to open up the B-bomb site. Nobody here to stop Fnatic, but they're going to counter boost out of the vents with Crims into the middle end. Rubino did not see that coming. JW and Flusher both going down. That's Sentries and Polly doing great work and leaving Crims alone now with a double kill and in a 1v3. And he's tagged very low already here with about 35 seconds, and the bomb dropped in front of him in the middle. Should be LGB, but they should be able to communicate with each other here and just make it work. And there's Jacob picking up the kill. Also, I think he's doing pretty well, just stepping back into it. But actually, Rubino is the top fragger right now with 10, 0, and 7. Yeah,
Rubino putting in good work, and that was actually very clever there by Crims. He saw where they were coming from. He knew he needed to get that flash down on short to be able to actually jump back in those vents safely. Timing didn't work out for him that time, though. Jacob one step ahead, and good reaction time there by LGB, basically, to be able to pull back their forces from the B site and start reestablishing some control on mid. Picking off Flusher was basically the key frag there. And now we get into it, 6-3. Fnatic still in the lead, and JW's got that AWP once again, but so does Polly. So, and we can see Polly on that A site. Is there going to be a gap for him to exploit? Olofmeister, I think, is thinking the same thing. He's going to venture a shot, but he's going to miss this time.
So close, and now they're boosted up in the back here. Olofmeister trying to look over the smoke. I love that trick there. Pronax being the team player. Rubino now going to be flashed in. Takes one, almost a second kill as Pronax down to 9 health. That could have definitely worked out, and a double kill to start the round would have been worth its weight in gold here for LGB.
Now it's going to come down to the man himself, JW. Oh, he doesn't look up! If he just looked up! Now he realizes, easy shot, manages to clear that up, but then the perfect timing from Jacob to point from Connector. And it's going to be the last man here. Pauly basically holding behind quad boxes, walks out into Krim's waiting arms, however, and it's going to be a 2-on-2 plant situation now. Krim's realizing there's a man holding his CT. He's looking for that headshot, and he's not going to find it this time. Zevez and Jacob going to be closing in on this site now, and there it is. Zevez manages to push in, take out Krim before he can get into position, and it's going to be Flusha, last man alive here behind quad boxes, now realizing I have to turn this into a 1v1 to win this. I have to get a kill here fast, and he's going to set it up to make it look like he's still hiding on the other side.
Yeah, inside the smoke waiting. This is where Flusha is so dangerous, but Jacob is going to find him. Great maneuver there. And they have the kit as well. They're going to be able to defuse that bomb and make it to 6-4. That's such a nice idea from Flusha there. And I mean, if you're in a clutch, then you want Flusha on your team right there. That's kind of his specialty.
Also misjudged where he was exactly, where he was standing exactly on the edge of that smoke there. For him to get picked off, a bit of a gaff there. That's definitely not something we see every day from Flusha. But still, Fnatic are going to have the money to buy four players with rifles. One sees 75 picked up on JW, whereas of course LGB now fully bought up. They have everything they need. So in this key round here for LGB, they can follow this up with a win. They can start thinking about Fnatic maybe going for a pistol eco, and then life gets a little bit rosier for the Norwegians.
Pauly taking some damage early on, but so is Olofmeister, so just trading roughly even. And Ruben are going to fall back from Speedway. So a fair bit of mid-control here in favor of Fnatic, which they almost made word last time. And the fact that JW could even walk in there was a really, really big deal. But at this point in time, it still feels like Fnatic have control of this game, even though their equipment is lacking somewhat.
Yeah. Well, as far as the buy is concerned, Fnatic still waiting, actually setting up. They have Olofmeister boosted, as we can see. Flusha waiting in garage as well, making sure that nobody can push in from B halls. But LGB are holding in a straight line across the map, as we can see. They aren't giving anything to Fnatic. They're running down this clock. Very smart play coming out here from the Norwegians. Essentially, they're forcing Fnatic's hand. They're saying, well, we're not going to give you that easy pick that's going to allow you to gain momentum onto a site. We're just going to sit and wait. We're going to force you to make the move. Fnatic right now, that's definitely not what they want to do, but they are running out of time. 30 seconds left.
Up in this bomb site, though, there's only a single player really holding on this site, so he's better play well. Pauly's there to spot them as they come in, but Sentry's in the corner. He's got the health, he's got the M4. He's going to go down immediately to that C-set 75, and JW will run in and pick it up, and it's still a 3v3 now with 15 seconds. It's Pauly picking up an important kill on Flusha there. Very little health on JW, who runs out the bomb site, but a crucial point here. He's got a Molotov in hand, and he's going to get a kill on Pauly as well. Molotov, is he going to use it for the bomb? Or no, he's going to try and block them out instead. Now this 2v2 still pressing on. Are they going to boost on over? Yes, they will. JW on top of the smoke. 10 bullets left. He sees him, but he's going to miss that shot and goes down. And LGB are going to get the retake home. That was a real opening there for Fnatic to take that 7th round, but they just failed that a tiny bit.
That spray, and that is not something you see every day either. What is going on? Flusha missing a clutch situation, and JW just spraying, panic spraying wildly. Half a clip with an M4A1 can be gone just like that. And so 5 rounds on the board now for LGB. And look at this, Fnatic. This is when it starts to get a little ridiculous for them, because they realize, wait, we have 6 rounds so far. CT side for us is impeccable. We're starting to get into that area where we're feeling very comfortable with the result that we have. Now we start to throw some curveballs.
But they have also done the maths and realized that actually LGB really don't have a lot of money either. I think like 2,000 is the most here, and they're going to catch Severs. Is the Tech-9 train, and guess who's wielding it? It's obviously going to be Olofmeister.
Look at the reaction on Zevez there as well. He is not pleased about that. Perfect place for Fnatic to push, and they get it done on their first try. Pauly attempting to put some damage through here. But the 4 players for LGB, they've been effectively smoked out of this bomb site. They have to play it patient and wait for the smokes to clear, but then that's not going to leave them a lot of time. Olofmeister peeks forward with Zevez's gun and takes out sentries as well. And JW currently waiting to see if Pauly's going to get greedy. But it's starting to look like LGB, they may want to back off and save at this point. They're trying to hold on to the guns.
Well, yeah, bomb ticking away here. Nothing that the rest of LGB can actually do. Try and save the rifle is going to be really critical. Nice shot there onto Flusha. Nearly brings him down, and he's got some backup here as well, Pauly. So I expect he should be able to save the AWP. Jacob hiding in the corner, and they do want to take him out, but he's going to be successful as well. So, you know, making the most out of a pretty bad situation there.
And now we have to see if they're going to be able to actually go for the buy. They should be able to drop a couple of guns here. So LGB, again, just barely dodging it. Keeping so many people alive was key at the end of that round, and we have a fully equipped LGB now going up against, obviously, a fully equipped Fnatic. It's getting tense. 13 rounds in, 7-5. Fnatic still with that lead. And once again, early Molotov, and JW thinking about just going right through it. He's dancing on the edge right now. Good judgment by him, and instead it's going to be Pauly pushing aggressive with that op, and B Halls catches out flush up.
Yeah, nice shot from Pauly, keeping his cool there. If he misses that one, he's dead instantly. I think flush out a P90 as well, so that's just, they're definitely going to be gone there. Crims will go down to sentries, and a nice double opening in favor of LGB, and they need it. They got to win every single round, and even then they got to win the pistol on the second half. Such a lot of work ahead of them right here. But they knew what they were coming in for here, and they're playing Fnatic, best team in the world. JW going to be jumping all the way up here, and a bit of some counter flashes coming out, just trying to buy time. It's a 3v5, but with that bomb down, it's going to get tricky. Olofmeister kills with a smoke to take down Rubino, and next in line, you can see sentries dropping very low. Pauly's almost gone as well. JW will pick him up, and sentries, there's almost no chance any longer. He's going to get the one kill in, but then JW comes through and picks up the rest.
And at what point at LGB basically does the frustration start to boil over? When you have that kind of retake scenario ahead of you and you're not able to get it done, you're just getting picked off one after another through the edge here on the smoke. I mean, that's like 3 kills happening in the blink of an eye, 2 of them W as well.
Especially that A-bomb side, because it's actually, I would say, even fairly easy to retake, unlike with the B-bomb side, which can be really tough. I mean, if they lose a 5v3 at B, I could understand it, but because it's A, you really want them to win that situation, and LGB know that too. Sev is going to be making the cross, and he's spotted a lot of people. He's just waiting to die. He's like, no. I'm not even going to run away. This is over. Stand still and wait for doom.
This is going to be easy work here for Fnatic. They have the nades. They have everything they need to be able to clear out this site. Spray going through onto Jacob. Luckily for him, he had Kevlar. He'd be gone right now. And Sentry is going to be the last man trying to rotate in on upper. Jacob is gone. And Sentry's now last man alive here for LGB in the 14th round. He's just looking to do a little bit more damage here to Fnatic, but I don't think that Fnatic are too concerned. They've got plenty of money going into the 15th round as well, so everything is just smooth sailing at this point for the Swedes.
Yeah, Sentry's, he's getting caught as well, so this is just a very bad situation here. Good kill coming in, but overall, Fnatic, they've done exactly what they came to do here in the first half.
They are just pummeling LGB at this point. You know, yeah, this huge crowd here at DreamHack, so sick. Yeah, Rubino, man, he just gets wilder and wilder, actually, every time I see him. The beard, he's been growing that thing for a while now, too.
It's a result of living in Denmark, I think. It's, you know...
Is the Viking, you know, is that it? The Viking gene is starting to awaken once again?
You can't help it. So double up setup coming out now for... Here, I mean, JW and Olofmeister, everybody wants to have a shot with it. Crim's going to get overwhelmed there, using pretty much his whole magazine, just trying to take down Pauly, but then ends up dropping Pronex and Olofmeister with some good returns, and it's going to give Fnatic the lead once again.
Wow. Wow, there's some frag rail stuff from JW. Bunny hops into connector and still gets the kill. And that leaves the 2 members here, Jacob and Zevez, last 2 alive for LGB, trying to get in here to find somebody from Fnatic. Big spray battle there in mid, but it's a trade as Olofmeister takes out Zevez as well, leaving Jacob as the last man alive. 1v3, bomb is getting taken over, B site getting taken over. Bomb is going to make its way there, but it's unnecessary. Olofmeister will find the last kill. That ends it at 10-5. Fnatic with a terrific start in the first half, doing everything that they needed in on that T side.
It's good. It's really good to see Fnatic showing up with their A game. You don't want the best team in the tournament to start off like a little bit weird. You know, yeah. You want to see this type of Fnatic right now, and they're bringing it. I like the fact that they played the first 8 rounds at least really safely. Made sure that there was no chance for LGB to sneak up anywhere. It was like they just had a chokehold on the Norwegian team, but they were never going to let go. And this second half here is probably going to be decided by the pistol round.
Already, I mean, LGB doesn't look like they're wasting any time at all. It's going to be straight onto the A side, it looks like. Smoke's going down, though, and they are going to get the boost. Pauly will be able to run up short. There's a man waiting on that corner. That's going to be JW, and he's boosted up as well. Spots out that movement. Spots a couple players at least there, so that should be enough information now for Fnatic to start rotating over here. Start laying up that defense. They're going to be playing for a retake here as Jacob B. He actually starts off with a kill.
Yeah, grenade follow-up, and actually, well, they got 1 kill with the JW with the double, though, and that's going to leave Fnatic a man up. Sentry's holding close and instantly drops Olofmeister. Nice position. With that bomb ticking in the background, now pressure is on Fnatic to get in here. They've got a kit on Crim, so they've got a little bit more time to work with, and they're going to get the kill there. JW now with a triple. He's going to go down to the back line. Sevis Flusher taking him out, and Crim's going to, in the smoke, just go for the defuse Sentry. He can't stop it. He's going to drop, and it's a quad kill for JW, and the round for Fnatic.
And such beautiful play from Fnatic as well. Once they figured out where Sentries was, both players basically body blocking. So even if Sentries was attempting to take out Crims, who was diffusing, you'd have two guys that you'd have to shoot through basically to try and get that done. So perfect play there by Fnatic in the end. That secures them the 11th round here on their CT side. And we can see them just jumping straight up to the guns. 2 rifles, but 3 SMGs. And 2 of them are P90s, man. Flusha, I'm not surprised, but Olofmeister, come on, man.
It's a whole new low. But then they are playing against people who don't have armor, so that P90 is going to be really good. Not that the MP7 or MP9, sorry, will be bad exactly. Flashbang in, and now LGB are going to go for it. Underhand throw out the grenade. The MP9 is going to be a double kill and a triple at the end for Pronax. A lot of money in his bank account.
And I'm surprised I don't see the cheeky grin there from Pronax. After a kill like that, what's up, everybody? After a kill like that, perfect timing with the nade, and you can see how they just drop so much damage with no Kevlar to mitigate it, and that is a brutal round. But they got it over with quick. No plant for LGB that second time, but they will be able to afford the full AKs. A few nades to work with here as well. AK is going to be the important bit, though. It is going to come down to the aim for them here. An aggressive peek coming in here by JW. 2 players set up, and he gets the spray battle on 1. 1-for-1 trade in the A-halls.
Well, good adjustment from Jacob getting that kill, very important, and it's going to leave LGB with a bit of an edge and plenty of time as well, so maybe not quite worth it, and that's the kind of play where I'm starting to think like Fnatic are just doing whatever they feel, you know, a little bit more relaxed here. They know they have such a big round lead, they should be able to do it.
It's going to be the aggressive push coming in there, and that's actually Flusha getting caught off guard by Jacob now, who's holding close. And so that bomb still dropped back in T-spawn, though. They're going to have to go and start picking that up at some point here, LGB, if they want to get onto this A site. They're looking for another kill, however, just looking to stretch their lead. Olofmeister pushes forward, but Polly was waiting for him. No tricks this time, and Jacob wins a straight-up fight versus Pronax on the A site. That will give LGB the bomb site, so a free plant for them. And now Crims basically crossing his fingers. And you can see him with a bit of a sigh there. Just like, they're probably not going to come over here. I'm just going to have to sit here and save my gun, essentially.
Just admiring his own FAMAS for a while over there. Well, that's a really, really good round from Jacob. That triple kill is going to put him, well, not at the top overall, because I think that's he'll belong to Fnatic still, but on his team, he's top fragging right now. And it's kind of what we were expecting as well. He is just a very solid aimer.
And that's going to leave him basically trying to hold on to his gun. So no surprise there. Just a bit of a setback for Fnatic with all those kills on Pronax with the SMG in the last round. I mean, with the solid holds on the pistol and the second round, I think that Fnatic shouldn't have too much trouble buying up in this next one, or at least putting together a reasonable buy. Whereas LGB, that was the first step back for them into this game. So there we go. They're on the board now on their T side. It's good work from the Norwegians, but there's a lot more ahead of them here as we see the cup, what these teams are striving for.
Yeah, and because it's Fnatic and because they saved the FAMAS, I'm actually surprised they're not going for more than they are right now. 3 CZ 75s. I thought maybe they'd try but this might be another one of those signs that they don't want to give any edge to LGB. They're saying, fine, you get this round on the 7th one, and then we're going to probably go for like a double up setup and shut you out of this game.
That is actually really interesting, the quality coming through. Pronax peeks forward with that P250 and wins straight up versus Polly, but there's 3 players waiting for him. It's Squeak, and Crypto sweeping past, takes the fight, and he's going to lose it. They lose Pronax as well. Shots through from Zevez, and it's going to be Zevez holding A main, as we can see. Going to be looking towards CT. One of the players there for Fnatic trying to get some kind of attention going. But the 3 players now rotating in, and the backstab coming in as well from Olofmeister, trying to get into the back line. Little does he realize this bomb is actually up in Squeak. He could have dropped the bomb right there.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting kill, but now it seems like LGB have managed to stabilize for just a little bit. And Flusha and Olofmeister are left, and I don't know, the best case here is stealing an AK somewhere. I don't know where Polly died, but if they could do that, that'd be the best.
Flusha might be able to actually make it back up there. It is out in the open, though, so it's going to be tough for him to get in there. And now basically the flash comes around the corner. Zevez trying to be very thorough with the peek, but an instant shot from Flusha. What a headshot from him. Spots out the second man at quad boxes as well. You can tell all he wants is that rifle. All he wants is a gun. And he would settle for another kill as well. So now passing that back off, hold on to the AK. Very smart play coming out here from Flusha. Essentially the clutch player for Fnatic.
Trying to shoot through the box, which you can do in the middle area there to quite some effect, even with the rifle. So 7-12, and the gap has been closed to at least a 5-round difference. Still a long ways away for LGB, but they're making this work, and you got to respect that as well. You know, they're playing Fnatic after all.
You got to take your time, right? You have to take your time about this. Focus on your game. That's like the mantra essentially that's being repeated right now. Focus on what you did in practice. Focus on your game. Take your time with it. And now Poly boosted up very rapidly here. Crims just beneath him, however. So if Poly overextends, Crims will be there to punish. Poly decides to take that one shot and then back off. Play it safe. JW with his own AWP just waiting.
Yeah, and it's just the one-up from Fnatic. I was wondering if they were going to straight for a double-up since they went for that save.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have gone that because they did it at the end of the first half when they were on the terrorist side. So maybe they were just, you know, feeling in the mood for it. But not right now. Just going to be JW. And Pronax up on the box here. Position that we've seen used a couple of times now. It's become sort of more and more popular.
Yeah, this is actually a good trade. And we saw them actually using this the other day as well. I mean, I believe Envy also had Kiyoshima trying to play this position. It's now starting to get a bit more popular with the teams. It's not the common angle that they're used to seeing on the T side coming around that corner. But Poly is leading the way here in Garrett, waiting for the peek, and he's going to get headshot through that box. Way too close for him, but Rubino is there to strike back, takes out Crims. And that makes it a two-man advantage now for LGB going into a bomb site take, and they're already outside of B site. They're ready to go in here. Zevez with a good read on the situation. There's the flash and the peek, and doesn't see anybody here. Nobody home for Fnatic. This means that LGB can actually walk in here and get the plant if they wanted to. But they're already going on towards this A site, and Pronax will not win the duel.
Nicely done from LGB. They're really making this interesting now. Fnatic aren't going to have a lot of money to buy in the upcoming round, so in fact probably nothing. So this is important. Seb is going to go around the corner, win that fight against JW, and it's up to Flusher now. You know, 1v5 to just try and hold on to this stolen AK that he made away with last time. They want it back, Sumner.
And they're coming hunting. There's no reason to let him live. With 5 players alive like this for LGB. He's just on this angle, spots the man on high, goes for the spray, but that gives it away. Now they know, but Zevez doesn't even need the help of his teammates. 7 points of health left, and he gets the job done solo. And that is another round on the board for LGB, who are slowly but surely coming back into this game.
Very
right
impressive.
now, man. They are now. It's starting to get to the point where Fnatic are going to have to ask questions, figure out what we need to do to change things up.
I mean, Fnatic were even playing reasonably safe that round, no big risks. I mean, the other round where they lost, they were sort of flashing themselves into main and losing those fights. This time they were playing fairly safely, so maybe the answer is going the opposite direction here. Poly just narrowly missing Pronax sneaking into the middle. This is going to be scary. Poly gets the kill. Pronax so close. He's going to run him down and pick up that AWP and make his way back into the middle, but Sevens, Jacob are there, and Jacob with a good double spray, taking out Pronax and Flusher. It's going to be Crims alone once again in a 1v4 here, and 9 to 12. If I were Fnatic, I don't know if I would be scared, but I would at least be raising my eyebrow at this point and thinking, okay, like maybe we're going to have to dig deeper than we wanted to on this map.
I'm surprised to see so much emotion on Zevez every time he actually loses one of those duels. He really does get pretty excited over there. Going to need to get a rein on that if he wants to basically keep his teammates cool. Need to keep focused at this point.
Yep, I mean, especially playing against Fnatic, you got to keep your cool like that. But he's also just the stand-in, and we always got the impression that he was also sort of a bit of a temperamental player in that sense. So
it seems like he's calling to me. I mean, it seems like he's the one calling the shots right now. So he needs to be sure to keep a rein on things and make sure that he's going to be able to give that confidence to the rest of his team by keeping his calm. Fnatic, I mean, it's going to be Crims holding, but I'm glad that you're bringing up the fact that they're playing very passively right now, because that is also what we saw with them versus TSM, right, just in Fragmite Masters last week. As soon as they start losing a handle on things, they play safer and safer, more standard. Yeah. And that could work, but right now, I'm thinking that they need to start thinking about taking a risk again. Like you're saying, you know, put a flash into A main, push in there, push Squeak, get something going where you're going to catch LGB off guard, and you're going to be able to pick up that early frag to make the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I'd actually love to see the counter boost. I don't think it's been tried in this best of one so far, and hope that LGB aren't quite ready for it. Counter boosting, double up. It means boosting is a little bit less likely, but it's not impossible. And they are going to bring someone close to the vents anyway. Olaf Meister over here, and a good opening frag. More are coming in, and he's going to fall back. He spots everybody. He still goes down. Flusher, great double kill, but he's going to be dropped by Sevesen. Now pushing in, Crims is going to fall. It's a 1v2 here. Jacob should be able to at least get the bomb down, which is going to help him a bit. He's got a Molotov as well. He could clutch this.
Yeah, he could. They're coming in from both angles as well. One through B halls, but they're waiting for that smoke to clear so that they can work together. Jacob hoping to be able to turn this into a 1v1, and he's not going to do it. Pronax wins the duel. And that's the 13th round on the board now for Fnatic.
It's actually pretty smartly played by Jacob, using that smoke as a wall entirely instead of waiting inside the bomb site, which I reckon a lot of other players would have done, just like hope that it could have worked. But I say he almost gave himself the best shot of doing it there. If he hits that a straight headshot, he will almost certainly be able to guess where the other player is coming from. So it's not a bad idea.
It's that act of desperation, really. It's what you have to do. You throw it out there, you turn it into a 1v1. If you do that, you've actually got a chance to clutch it. But Fnatic also playing that very carefully as well, not peeking until the smoke cleared. So really, Jacob was on that timer as soon as he committed to that position. And now we're going to get into the next round here. 23rd round, 13 rounds up for Fnatic, 9 for LGB. But LGB, thanks to the good start that they had, they're going to be able to go ahead and get another full buy on the board. AWP picked up on Poly and quad AKs. Double AWP play again here for Fnatic, however. So we'll see the angle here. And Olafmeister right now dancing on the edge. But again, very safe play from Fnatic. They do have a man boosted up into vents once again, though. So we'll see if that actually works out. Flusher kind of hanging around here.
I mean, this is a weird position to be playing with a P90. Let's just say that. I mean, if someone comes up to that event with an AK, they should really win that fight. Good Molotov, though, to keep Jacob back, but it's Flusher after all. I don't know if I'm going to try and look for reason, but normally you'd be playing somewhere else, almost anywhere else with the P90.
Somewhere where you can get up close. Those bullets, they don't do too much damage. They don't do as much damage as a Colt, for example, or an M4. Now Olafmeister, another smoke going down to block off the B hall, so that's going to force LGB to start moving around, but 35 seconds left here for LGB. Flusher decides to take the fight straight up, going for the peak fight, and he's going to get it. Zevez is down, and then Crims catching out the man trying to push through mid. That's where Bino dropped as well. 3 players left here for LGB on the A site, and JW missing a key shot. That could have been the off down, that could have been Poly gone. Instead, Poly dancing on the edge, misses another one, JW.
Okay, but where is that bomb plant? It's just 15 seconds left here. Crim's going to pick up a kill. 10 seconds now. Just 2 people left for LGB. It's not looking good, but they are getting some kills in, making it a 2v2. Poly's going to miss that flick, and it's a double for Crims. They line up for him, and I think there was a quad kill overall in the round for him. So very nicely done. And locking LGB just a step further out. And without the bomb plant as well, it means the Norwegian team here, they just won't have that much money left to buy with. It's getting into that really tough position now where they could end up losing the match just off the fact that they don't have the money to buy rifles.
Yeah. They're going to be hard pressed here. If they lose this round, yeah, it's going to be really difficult for them, but we'll see how this develops, and it's looking like standard safe play here from LGB. They're setting up for a smoke round onto the A site. Hoping to catch Fnatic out, and it's looking like it might go flying pretty early here as well. There we go, 27, and they all go in. All the smokes landing on this site, and there's a Soul Man. Although there is a second one pretty early on. Crims is in position on short, but JW holding by MBK picks up 1 kill on A main. Looks for another one, he's not going to hit it. He gets overwhelmed by Poly, and now it's going to be Crims alone with help from short.
Yeah, nice grenade in as well. That bomb plant needs to happen quick, and Poly's going to put it down. The default plant, it's going to be Sentries playing close here to the forklift, and does he hear anyone running above him? I'm not sure he did. He's still sort of looking the wrong way. Flusher spraying but missing, jumping down and catches the kill, but then comes the return. Poly with a double kill, can take that one and a double kill, and it's going to be LGB winning. Very critical round there, 10-14. And I wonder what Fnatic's economy looks like now, because they did invest in that double up. It's an expensive buy, and they only survived the previous round with 2 members alive, so it can't be that good.
No, you're right. It is going to be a bit tense, and they really do look quite tense, actually. You know, apart from that earlier moment where we saw them kind of giggling, JW and Flusha, ever since then it's been looking a little dour over there. So it is going to be 2,000 pretty much across the board here for Fnatic. Not enough to get a full buy on, and definitely not enough for them to want to risk giving away their lead. So they will go ahead and give another round here to LGB with the pistol eco, and then we'll see what happens in the next round once they have some rifles.
20 kills on Jacob as well. He's actually tied with the top on the 2 for Fnatic. We've got the same ratio, so not at all bad. Rubino and JW having a standoff, although they don't know it, but just waiting for someone to be the first guy to open that door.
It's a patience game. JW knows. He's like, I know somebody's over here. Every time you're going to be putting somebody through. So let's say, JW decides to push. He gets a little bit impatient there. Rubino catching him out. And that forces actually a little bit, well, doesn't really force the rotation. The rotation was already on route, it looks like. Pronak's now going to be backing up Crims on that A site. But LGB slowly but surely infiltrating mid. They do get spotted, however, so the man holding in mid, Flusha, going to be able to call that out to his mates. And Olafmeister is about to get toasty. Runs out and catches Sevens with a nade in his hand. What timing for Olafmeister.
That might have actually been because he stood in that fire for just long enough that Sevens thought, okay, there's not going to be anyone there. Like, no one would be silly enough to just stand in the fire and burn for a while. But that's Olafmeister for you. Now they should get the bomb down here, no problem. Rubino also picking up an important kill there onto Pronax, who was otherwise going to be flanking in, and LGB's in full control here. There's really no risk that Fnatic's going to do much. Well, it's a good shot there. Second one as well. What is going on? LGB, they didn't play it safe, and Sentries goes down. Oh no! Rubino now going to come in, try and see if he can save this situation. He's going to burn, and Crims will take him out. Fnatic, they steal it away, and that was a huge mistake on LGB's part. That was locked down in the vault. Back number was put in there, no problem at all. And then it got stolen away just because they did a couple of risky peeks for absolutely no gain.
Yeah, trying to take out Flusha, but this is the start of it all, and you're right, I think it was the delay. Zevez actually runs around with the nades, like, he's setting it up.
This is a hilarious kill, but it should have no impact on the round at all. Like, once LGB get in and they've got 4 people and the bomb down and they're playing against people who have only pistols, that's a lock. Like, locked completely. That is, yeah, you can't do that to Fnatic. They will take that and run with it. That was probably the map just lost now.
Well, we'll see. They have the force coming out, and they're going to do what Fnatic did to them, essentially try and rush onto the B site. Olafmeister holding solid, though, takes the fight. 1-for-1 trade there, but Crims is rotated in, holding on the site itself. He gets overwhelmed, though, so we're into a 3-on-3, and the plant will be going down for LGB at this point. Flusha trying to hold on high, looking for somebody to make the same mistake as last round, go for that peak. But it looks like LGB might have learned their lesson. They're holding very passively at this point. They give to Fnatic nothing.
Yeah, they should have learned the lesson. You can only do that once. Flusha peeking in to take the kill on Polly, and now Sentry's outside. He will pick up a kill there on Flusha. It's back into a 2v2. Rubino also is still alive. They don't have any Molotovs to stop Fnatic from defusing, but they've planted in a great spot here so they can actually see it. Sentry's going to be walking in the smoke. Not going to work here. Nice brace. A quad kill from Sentry's currently. One more for the ace, but JW looks to be running away. So LGB are going to make it 15-11.
Huge round from Sentries, and yeah, you can see the hype getting up there on LGB. They've managed to stave it off one more round, but that is, they still have a lot to go because both of these teams are going to be very low on money at this point. T-Sign, just like on the CT. And JW, good on JW. He got that first kill, and then you saw that moment where he's like, do I run in or not? And decides to play it safe, hold on to that op so they can have something to work with in this round.
Now, I'm not going to try and be unpleasant here, but I'm going to keep a mental count in my head of that round that absolutely was one from LGB, which would have made this a 14-12 scoreline instead for LGB. Let's see if it's really going to make such a big difference. That's a mistake you can only make once in your career, essentially.
Especially if you want to make it through this double elimination format group. You lose this, it's 1 map, 2 maps, you're out of the tournament. So.
Oh, I mean, at this point, every LGB member should just go out and get us a 2 with the date. You know, just like every time they're in that situation again, just look over at their shoulder and think, oh yeah, I remember what happened last time when we did this. That's really, really big. Because you're right, you only get 2 chances to essentially win the map. And there's going to be Polly taking out Pronax. Good start here, and they found JW. They could rotate away, and they're going to get him killed instead. That's even better. JW gone down. Olafmeister with a single kill in. Flusha last man standing, and he looks to be losing this fight with Polly. So 12-15, or what would have been 14-13. I'm going to keep counting, Sam.
Yeah, you go for it, dude. I'm glad that Flusha wants to draw it out as well. Doesn't want it to end fast. He's going to take his time. But Polly will hunt them down in the end, and we will have another round on the board here for LGB. The Norwegian team holding their own against the best in Sweden and the best in the world, essentially. Really impressive stuff. Yeah, Vugo as well, the new coach. You guys will notice that Devilwalk is no longer standing behind Fnatic. Vugo instead will be filling that role.
Yeah, because Devilwalk is actually here instead. Yeah, we saw him in the player outfit yesterday, and that was like a good throwback. Like, yeah. Devilwalk playing again.
That's right.
Look at Fnatic, they're down to C-Set 75, to single 5-7 there as well. And I like the fact that, you know, C-Set all of a sudden making a comeback here for Fnatic.
Yeah.
That used to be the real power that they had playing them and Envy so good with this pistol.
And it's going to be another A smoke round coming out here from LGB. They are going to commit behind us, it looks like, as well. Zeva's taking a bit of a fight over on B side with Crims. Crims just making sure that he hangs back, and this is a fake from LGB. They threw the nades, they executed quick, but then not realizing, of course, that there's only a soul man over here. Crims is going to be able to get, well, hold on, and Crims is actually picking up a kill. Pronax as well. This B-side play coming out pretty well here for LGB.
Well, Fnatic trying to flank around here is JW. He did spot someone out, but Flusher is going to go down in flames, and Pronax and JW left. They've got the AK, but with the bomb being put down in that corner, planted for Checkered, which is where Severs is, it should be a lock once again here. Pronax goes down, JW does some damage, but gets dropped by Severs, and that will be another round now for the Norwegian team. This is turning into an incredibly tense match and a big sign of trouble for Fnatic. We were praising them earlier in this game, saying, look, they're playing so safely and solidly. They look like they're right on the right track, and now it's a little bit more tricky. And I just got to point out again, Semler, this is where we would have been at 14-14 if they had actually not thrown that round away.
There's two sides to that card, right? You're playing so safely, but then is that also due to a lack of confidence? Should you be playing like a bully instead? If you're the best, play like the best and just dominate LGB outright. So there are some things to be looked at here for Fnatic, but it's going to be a buy coming out for Fnatic now. 4 rifles and the AWP, and Olaf Meister instead will be taking the op over here on the B side as well. LGB, though, playing it very carefully on their side. They realize that Fnatic are under pressure at this point. They don't want to give it away to Fnatic easy. And this is going to be a decent change. JW actually getting boosted up. Neither team has attempted this yet on this map. So this might actually catch LGB off guard when they come onto this A site. And they are going to commit to the A site this time as well.
Yeah, nobody going speedway, so JW, no one spotted him out yet, but they do lose Pronax, and JW gets a double kill. He drops, still a good trade going on here until Flusher shows up with the kill, and Polly with a nice return is going to bring it into a 2v2. Very little health on Polly, and I think he just caught a bit of grenade damage as well to bring him down to 1 health. That's incredible. Now the bomb plant is going to go through, but a lot of this is going to come down to Jacob. He's had an incredible game so far, but now he's being called up on to really step it up with the AK in the back lines. Molotov probably going to force him out a bit there, and who's waiting on the other side? It's going to be Olaf Meister, and a double right at the end there. Crims taking one, Olaf with the other one, and Fnatic are going to steal it away. It was close, but not close enough.
And so there we have it, guys. First map picked up. Fnatic will be in the winner match now for Group A. LGB will be waiting to see who is going to join them in the lower bracket when Flipside and Titan clash later. That's going to be our next match of the day, guys. But we'll be back, or we'll be here basically to break it down.